Men over 60. I want you to imagine this. You wake up tomorrow morning, and within the first hour, you make just one small change to your routine. Nothing complicated, no expensive equipment, no pills or treatments. Yet this one simple change could improve your circulation, your energy, and yes, even your performance. I'm not talking about a gimmick, and I'm not talking about a magic trick. I'm talking about a simple, science-backed habit that takes less than 3 minutes, something you can do in the comfort of your own home, starting tomorrow. Stay with me, because I'm going to break it all down for you. I'll show you exactly what to do, why it works, and how it's helped hundreds of men feel like themselves again, naturally, safely, and without side effects. And if you stay until the end, I'll share a bonus tip you can add for an extra boost. The real cause of decline. For those who don't know me, I'm Dr. Samuel Grant. For over 20 years, I've specialized in men's health after 60, working in geriatric and urology clinics, meeting thousands of men from all walks of life. I've seen the same pattern over and over again. Many men start to feel their bodies aren't as strong as they used to be. They think it's just age catching up to them. They shrug their shoulders and say, well, I guess that part of my life is over. But here's what the research and my decades of clinical observation actually show. In most cases, the real cause isn't age at all. It's blood circulation. Specifically, it's the circulation to some of the tiniest and most delicate blood vessels in your body, the ones that feed the pelvic area and make male performance possible. In fact, a major study from Harvard University found that more than 70% of erectile dysfunction cases aren't due to low testosterone, but to insufficient blood flow to the corpora cavernosa, the chambers in the penis that need to fill with blood for an erection. So why does this blood flow slow down? Often, it's not because of a serious disease, and it's not because your body has given up. It's because those tiny vessels, the microvessels, have gradually narrowed, lost elasticity, and don't dilate properly anymore. And here's the surprising part. That process often begins with small everyday habits, especially in the morning, that most men never even think about. The biggest myth about aging. Let's bust the biggest myth right now. Sexual decline is not an unavoidable part of aging. I've had patients in their late 70s who still had perfectly normal physiological reflexes because their circulation was still strong. Think of the male organ like a sponge. For it to become firm, it needs to fill with blood. If the blood volume is too low or the pressure is too weak, the sponge stays limp, no matter how much desire or emotion you feel. It's not about your mind, and it's not about wanting it enough. It's about whether your blood vessels can deliver the supply. When those vessels are healthy, they can open wide and allow a strong rush of blood at the right moment. When they're stiff, narrow, or clogged, they can't, and performance suffers. This stiffness in the vessels is called endothelial dysfunction. It's like having a garden hose with a kink in it. No matter how much water you try to push through, it won't come out the way it should. The hopeful part? Just as a hose can be straightened, your blood vessels can be encouraged to open up again. You can reactivate nitric oxide, the natural molecule your body produces to dilate blood vessels, and you can start doing this within minutes of waking up, if you know how to send your body the right signals. Morning habits that sabotage you. Most men start their mornings in ways that unknowingly make the problem worse. Maybe this sounds familiar. You wake up, grab your phone, and scroll through messages or the news. You skip drinking water because you're not thirsty. You move slowly or not at all as you get ready. Then you rush out the door on an empty stomach, or you grab a strong coffee to wake up without eating anything. It might seem harmless, but inside your body, a chain reaction is starting, one that works directly against your circulation. When you sleep, your body loses water through breathing and sweating. By morning, your blood is thicker than it was the night before. Thicker blood moves more slowly through your vessels. Your heart has to work harder to pump it, and those tiny microvessels in the pelvic area get even less supply. On top of that, your blood vessels themselves are still constricted. Nitric oxide production is low because you haven't given your body a reason to make more yet. And your physiological starter switch, the signals that tell your body it's time to wake up, move, and be ready, hasn't been flipped. In medicine, we call this the early physiological activation phase. It's a critical window. If you miss it, your hormones, your circulation, and even your mood can stay suppressed for the rest of the day. I'll never forget one patient, a 6'8" man who told me he hadn't had a single morning reflex for more than 3 years. He felt drained all day and thought it was just age. But when we looked closely, his mornings were the problem. No water, no movement, coffee on an empty stomach. Within 2 weeks of changing just his first hour after waking, he started to feel like a man again. The 3-step morning routine. Here's the fix. 3 simple actions that wake your vessels, your hormones, and your confidence. Step 1. Water. The moment you wake up before coffee, before breakfast, drink 2 full glasses of plain room temperature water. No ice, no sugar, no flavoring. This thins your blood, improves flow, and kickstarts nitric oxide production. For an extra boost, add a pinch of mineral-rich salt or a squeeze of lemon. Step 2. Light movement. Spend 2 to 3 minutes moving your body gently but intentionally. Rotate your joints, stretch, walk around the house. This wakes the nervous system and sends blood to the pelvic floor and microvessels. Bonus. Add 10-15 squats or glute squeezes for extra pelvic floor strength. Step 3. Smart breakfast. Choose foods that support circulation and hormones. Boiled eggs, Greek yogurt, berries, pumpkin seeds, walnuts. Skip refined carbs, sugar, and heavy fats. For a natural nitric oxide boost, add beet juice or watermelon, but check with your doctor if you take blood pressure medication. Why it works so fast. Your body responds quickly to the right cues because you're not building something new. You're restoring a function that's been asleep. Hydration thins the blood. Movement pumps it through the vessels. Nutrients keep those vessels flexible and hormones balanced. By the end of the first week, you might notice deeper sleep, clearer thinking, steadier energy, improved mood, and yes, the return of morning vitality. One of my patients, Richard, told me, after just 7 days, "I woke up this morning and felt like I'm coming back." The mindset shift. This is not a temporary trick. It's a language you speak to your body every morning. Hydrate, move, eat smart. Each action sends the message, I'm taking care of myself. I want to live at full strength. Do it for a few days, and you'll feel short-term gains. Do it for weeks and months, and you'll build a stable state where your circulation, nervous system, and hormones work together. Your relationships, stamina, and emotional resilience improve alongside your sexual health. Avoid quick fixes. Pills and miracle therapies might work for a night, but they don't train your body to function on its own. The 3-step routine, done consistently, gives your body the conditions it needs to repair itself. Making it stick. Set a reminder where you'll see it in the morning. Prepare your water, movement space, and breakfast the night before. Track your wind's energy, sleep, mood, so you can see your progress. Your body hasn't abandoned you. Your body isn't broken. It's been quiet, waiting for the right signals. Give it those signals every morning, and it will respond often faster than you expect. Final recap. Problem: decline after 60 is often caused by reduced circulation, not age. Cause: morning habits that thicken blood, constrict vessels, and fail to activate nitric oxide. Solution: 2 glasses of water, 2 to 3 minutes of light movement, a breakfast that fuels circulation and hormones. Mindset: this is a lifelong habit, not a short-term hack. Result: better energy, sleep, mood, and sexual vitality naturally and sustainably.